92.5.
Let's do you.
Brian's here with us this morning.
Hey, Brian, everybody.
Thank you.
Brian, Andy wants to know, what's your last name?
Poliafico.
Poliafico.
Andy, have you a song for us?
You can't. It's the moment's gone now, Doc. We can't go back. We can't go back. But Brian, I found out about you and all the wonderful things that you're doing through a mutual friend of ours. So talk to us about this awesome ruck. What is it? A ruck? What?
It's a ruck march, and really got involved in this organization called Active Heroes due to the fact that 22 veterans a day are committing suicide, and this march, brings together civilians and veterans to create a bond to help reduce that suicide rate. And
so we've heard a lot about people do 5Ks and they do walks, but what is a ruck march? First of all.
So typically a ruck march, and we don't have any specific requirements, but we encourage folks to carry at least 22 pounds on their back in a backpack over the course of 3, 6, 12, or 22 hours.
Is that what normally the weight is that the soldiers are carrying?
I think the soldiers carry much more than that, probably upwards to 40 or 50 pounds.
Wow.
But we ask people to carry whatever they can to symbolize the burden that our veterans carry.
Right. Absolutely. That's a huge deal. So what does ruck mean?
I have
Do you
no
know?
idea. It's just a fast-paced walk, I would imagine.
Through rough terrain? I think that's
Through
what
any
Wikipedia
terrain.
said.
I'm not a military guy, so I don't
a ruck
really.
is a backpack?
A ruck is a backpack, and the march
And then you
is
march
just-
as a march.
just kind of, we're all together as a team.
How did you
Cool.
get involved? How did it all come about for you?
I participated in an event called a Go Ruck Challenge, which is it's an endurance challenge led by Special Forces cadre, and they put you through a series of things over 12 hours or so, and was introduced to this organization through that, and figured put my efforts towards this to help raise money. And so far, I mean, we're closing in on $40,000 just for our the chapter per se here in the Philadelphia area.
That's fantastic.
So, and that's since the beginning of the year.
Oh, wow.
So what's it like when you see these guys and ladies come home? I mean, what are you seeing that we hear about it, but we never see it? What are you seeing that they need help with?
Well, they're suffering with PTSD, and they have a hard time assimilating back into what we consider normal, and just to have an individual be able to open up and talk, that's really what they need. And this retreat that we're raising money for will give them a safe place to go, and it'll give the family a place to go to get treatment together as a unit.
You have a military background?
I do not. I have some family members that are in the military or served in the military, but I'm just a regular guy.
Yeah. Well, you're a regular guy doing extraordinary things, though.
Well, thank you.
So thank you for all that you're doing. Because of what we do and our affiliation with so many different organizations in the Delaware Valley, we've heard of, some horrible stories. Like you said, 22 people a day, 22 men and women that were serving our country, putting their lives on the line for us and our freedoms, are committing suicide, which is just, it's heartbreaking to think that that's what it's coming to,
And I think the statistics really indicate that a lot of that percentage are even over the age of 50. So we're not talking just the men and women that are coming back, from Iraq and Afghanistan. I mean, this includes folks from Vietnam and such too. So
Right.
It's really it spreads the whole gamut.
What other events do you do during the year to bring awareness?
So I've committed to this organization to coordinate at least 4 events, March. As well as for Memorial Day, September 11th, and then we have another one coming up in November around Veterans Day. And from a training perspective, I'm a runner, and I'm training for the Marine Corps Marathon, and
Awesome. Good for you.
really just promoting this through Facebook and through friends, and now you guys.
So you said that this ruck march that you guys do, it's how long is the one that you do? Because you said 3, 6, 10, like however many hours you can be out there with 22 pounds in your backpack.
Right. So Memorial Day, we did 12 hours. We were on the road for 12 hours. We covered 32 miles. We left Haddonfield and ended in Haddonfield, but we came over into Philadelphia. This past weekend, we did 10 miles over 3 hours. And then in November, the one I'm coordinating, people will have the option to do 3, 6, 12, or 22. We're going to hold it at Haddonfield Memorial High School around the track, getting the high school kids involved, getting the town involved, and give everybody the opportunity to do what they want.
That's great. So it'll be 22 total hours?
22 total hours. So we'll start at 6 p.m. on Saturday night, and we'll end at 4 p.m. Sunday afternoon.
Wonderful. And how can people get involved?
They can go to activeheroes.org or carrythefallen.org for more information, and just look for the Philadelphia South Jersey chapter, and they can send me a message through there.
Awesome.
Brian, thank you so much.
Thank you.
92.5.
Hey, we're Doc and Andy, and we want to thank you.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Wasn't that awesome? It was so awesome, right?
It's my favorite video, that one right there.
And if you liked it, then make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Subscribe to YouTube. By the way, you can do it right down. That doesn't look right, but you can do it right down there.
Yeah. Click that link and then check out more videos.